Here are 8 reasons why the ladies skip the nice guys. Number 8, they're too available. Does this sound familiar? One of your friends tells you how much he's into this girl that he matched with on Tinder. Good, he's got the match with a girl that's actually even hotter than the girls he's used to getting. Somehow, someway, he got the match. And what does he do when he actually starts talking to her? He ruins it all by always being available and responding instantly. She texts him in the morning at 7 in the morning, and he's responding in nanoseconds. She texts him at night, and bam! She's not even finished typing yet, and she's already seeing that he's answering back. Is someone actually paying this dude to text back this fast? She wants to hang out at 6. He hangs out at 6. Anytime, anywhere for his new chick. I mean, it's okay to put in effort in the beginning, but fellas, we gotta all chill for a minute and let things simmer. We gotta build the tension. We gotta let the women think we have a life going on, even if we don't, because otherwise, available will mean the same as boring. I'm not saying to play hard to get. All I'm advocating is to play the, hey, I've got a normal life too game. Unfortunately, for a lot of the nice guys out there, they've been programmed by Hollywood to do some pretty crazy stunts out there to show how much they like a girl. Girls would find half the stuff seen in movies as stalkerish and just plain creepy. Yeah, it's true. Technology can be a double-edged sword, but who's to blame for making themselves available all the time? The nice guys gotta turn off their phones and pretend they're busy doing something, really. Anything. And don't text her straight back. That whole wait 2 days after we get a girl's number rule existed for a reason. That may actually be a bit long these days, but at least an hour pass or something. Also, think what it shows when a dude is on call for her. It shows her that she's got a hold over the dude and she doesn't have to worry about anything. Even if she doesn't, the guy for sure doesn't want her to know that vital piece of information. Guys need to act like they've been there before. Fake it till you make it. Number 7, they're not assertive enough. Sorry to break it to the nice dudes out there. Okay, sorry, not sorry. But women don't like men who aren't assertive enough. Period. If we really want to blame someone on this, blame nature for making women want bold, confident men. Blame biology. Apparently, that's how the human race managed to survive all this time. But then again, what do I know? At least there's science to back me on this one. Anyways, for all the lost souls out there, being assertive enough with the ladies means knowing when and how to do something. It doesn't mean to just pick things off the menu and order for her without even asking her what she wants. But for the love of God, when she asks, what do you want to eat, never say, I don't know. Every time dudes say that, things just start getting dry like the Sahara. I'm just saying. And again, I'm not talking about being a total dickhead or know-it-all because who likes hanging out with one of those dudes. I'm just referring to having a normal level of self-confidence when it comes to interacting with girls and not behaving like a confused 12-year-old. When she asks where to go to eat, have a place in mind. Think of it like dancing. Someone has to lead, and she'll only know how to act when her partner leads. And think about how frustrating it can be for someone when the person who's supposed to be leading isn't doing it, and now they're doing that person's job. Yeah, if these dudes don't do it, someone else will. Number 6, they're trying too hard. Nice dudes, for some reason, always pull the status game. Unfortunately, for nice guys, being a try-hard for a girl usually has exactly the opposite effect of what they're trying to achieve. It's like a Chinese finger trap. Showing off and trying to wow friends is a behavior that's nothing new. Dudes have been trying to ball and stunt for however many thousands of years. I mean, showing off is all over nature. My favorite little guys doing it are the birds of paradise who show off in front of their potential partners by doing a hilarious little dance. But for us human beings, there's a right way to do it and a wrong way to do it. Most people do it the wrong way because when they're trying hard to impress people, it comes off exactly that way. People name drop when it had nothing to do with the conversation. People say how much they spent on a certain item. People saying they own something expensive just to show how much money they make. This list goes on and on. So here's a bit of a surprise. Girls already now make their own money. Girls worth the time, for the most part, don't care all that much about how much a guy makes other than the fact that he's not totally broke. I mean, yeah, for sure, having money always going to be better, and of course it does make a difference, But as long as the dude isn't a complete bum without a way to stack that cash, it's gonna be fine. In fact, being a rich tryhard is the HOV lane to the Sahara Desert. There's just no need to try that hard to impress the ladies. They're not dumb. They're gonna be able to figure out whether a dude's balling or not. It's much better to be who we are than trying to be something we're not. In fact, the more people talk about money and try to impress people with expensive things, the more they show their insecurities and the more likely it is that they're actually completely broke. So if you're a dude that's balling out of control, let the girls figure it out naturally. Just pick her up in your Beamer or Lambo without saying a word about your car. She'll be much more impressed that you didn't need to talk about it. As for the other type of trying too hard, I'm just going to say those dudes need to send those 99 red roses back and cancel the limo. Just take her out to the movies. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying don't do nice things. Just don't take it over the top. She'll appreciate the little gestures much more. Number 5, they friend zone themselves. If I only had $1 for every time a nice guy told me a girl friend zoned him. Okay, I wouldn't be rich, but I'd at least have enough money to stay a night at the St. Regis. Anyways, nice guys always think for some reason that it's enough to be nice around women, and then they're magically bound to want to see him naked after a certain amount of niceness. It's just wrong on so many levels that I don't want to bother to list them all. First of all, a guy being extremely nice to a girl doesn't signal to the girl that he wants to date her. In fact, that probably confuses her even more. Being nice is exactly that. Just being nice. Sure, who doesn't like being a nice guy? But these guys are presenting themselves neutered in a way. Think about it in reverse. We all probably have a nice lady that we know that's super nice to us. But wouldn't it be weird if all of a sudden she's expecting certain things from us? Same thing. It's just much easier to let a girl know as early as possible that there's a romantic interest in her. Not explicitly, but guys need to just let girls know that they want to be more than friends. Because if a dude's intentions aren't as clear and pristine as the sky in the middle of June, next thing they know, they're deep in the friend zone without a lifeline, even though that was the last thing on their mind. What's even worse, they managed to earn that spot all by themselves. So, instead of complaining, these dudes need to start being a bit more transparent about their intentions. It saves everyone time and makes sure everyone is on the same page. Number 4, they're too nice all the time. Let's be clear. There's the nice, where we need to be a decent human being and just be pleasant around. Then there's the too nice. The ladies appreciate the nice, but hate the too nice. Dudes need to stop apologizing for things that had nothing to do with them. I see it way too much. Dudes nodding with their heads all the time, smiling like they're high all the time, and agreeing to everything being said on any topic whatsoever. She somehow mentions extreme poverty in Africa, and dudes are already making a donation from their phone. Guys need to calm down. It's not like there is a niceness pageant committee judging how nice they are. These guys can't figure out why all this is weird. Being too nice all the freaking time is just fake and unnatural, not only to girls, but to everyone else. I don't know about you, but I wouldn't want to spend my time around anyone as fake as most of the media is today. You know, it's okay for these dudes to not start crying when she tells them about that one time when her hamster died 13 years ago. I'd even strongly advise against crying on ridiculous things, just for the sake of, well, niceness. It's just humanly impossible to be happy and content and okay with everything all the time. I'm not saying these guys should go and have a mental breakdown on the first date there, but just try and keep it real a little bit. These dudes gotta remember that being a yes man with a clown smile on his face makes him as interesting and, well, as attractive as a doormat. They're not the man women want. Let's face it, all dudes would want to date hot supermodels while drinking beer, skipping showers, and picking out on a family-sized pizza in their mom's basement if they could. However, obviously, it's just not nearly enough for most of the girls out there. I've seen a lot of guys who genuinely are confused why a hot girl wouldn't be interested in them when they're pretty much the average dude. Overweight, make an okay amount of money, and like to watch a ton of sports and drink at happy hour. I mean, come on, let's be for real. It's one thing to not look like Cristiano Ronaldo, but it's completely different when it looks like the last time these guys were in the gym was 10 years ago. If these dudes want to get Ariana Grande type of girl, they gotta be sniffing within a level or two of her. They have to have something going on. It's definitely not all looks, but looking like a middle-aged caveman with zero ambitions won't take them far. If these guys want someone else to take them seriously, they first gotta start with taking themselves seriously. The easiest way is for them to just take a look in the mirror and ask themselves, are they the type of dude women would actually want to be seen with, whether it's because of looks or because of charm? They gotta be the type of man a woman would have a few reasons to want to see. Number 2, they're actually creepy. Somehow, some way, some of these nice guys out here find a way to creep out the girls. Yes, girls have Facebook and Instagram and whatever sort of social media. But guys have to stop with the DMs and weird messages they send girls. They follow some girl on social media and it just pretty much tells girls they're weird because they know all the little details and facts about their daily lives. Just because Hollywood showed that in a movie where the guy rattles off all these random facts about the girl he's in love with and she goes all gooey over him, that doesn't mean it actually works in real life. Girls are just gonna find these dudes creepy at best and put a restraining order on these dudes at worst. Also, these guys need to stop throwing that shade at girls' boyfriends, saying that they can treat these girls better than they can. That just makes these girls get defensive over their dudes and pushes them even closer to their boyfriends. And I'm still trying to think of one time that actually worked. Has any girl ever went, you know what? You're right. You would be better. Let's just now. Anyways, another thing is that somehow, some way, these guys also consistently put their foot in their mouths and just creep girls out in general by saying inappropriate personal comments to a female coworker or a friend by talking about how great her legs look or something. I know that most of the time they are really just trying to be nice, and hey, that's what makes them a nice guy, but in today's politically correct culture, it's just not a good look. Hey, I'm not condoning politically correct culture. That's another topic. I'm just telling you how it is. Number 1, they want commitment straight away. From what I've seen, nice guys feel the need to prove just how nice they are and how their intentions are serious, and that they're not that type of guy. They want to jump straight into the whole serious relationship thing the minute they start seeing someone. Okay, first, there's a difference between whether they want to date someone in particular or they'd be happy dating just about anyone who'd let them be with her. So, if they jump right in with the commitment, they're not exactly sending a signal that they like her that much. No matter how honest their intentions are, they're also just screaming how desperate they are and signaling that they do the same thing with just about anyone. Good relationships don't just happen overnight. It seems like there are way too many Disney movies for these guys. And if they jump in with the whole commitment thing right away, they're very likely to scare her off for good and kill all of that good old tension that's great at the beginning of a relationship. So they gotta stop trying to cuff Cinderella for a minute and don't be that desperate. If a girl likes them, the girl likes them. And the girl isn't going anywhere if she likes a dude. Here's what's next.
This is a lesson a lot of athletes can teach us. When anyone first makes any serious money of their own, they're going to spend some money because they're feeling rich. However, some people think that that cash flow is forever and spend it like it's going to come in forever. Unfortunately, Iron Mike was one of the many athletes